Hey everyone, we are back at Diamond Bar because we need to fill up. This is Black Friday. We have a lot of errands to run today. Let's see who's working security today. Let's see. I don't see any cars up there. Close to the gate. I parked a little far. Remember to press the call button. Yep. There we go.
Please stand by while I contact your party. Security, can I help you?
Hi, filling up hydrogen.
Can I get your first and last name? Okay, thank you. Come in. Access has been granted. Please enter.
Here we go. Just say your first and last name. Honestly, I forgot to check this. See if it's online. I hope so, or else I'm just... Oh, it's offline. All right. Well, since we're here already, I'll show you what an offline station looks like. But we are at 29 miles with no AC. With AC, 29. No change. I guess when you get close to the end, really conserves energy. All right, I don't think it's necessary to get out of the car. All right, it just says dispenser unavailable. Diamond Bar price is still $26.99 though. So we are gonna go to another station. I'm leaning towards Placentia. I'm just worried the line's gonna be really long. We have some grocery shopping to do. And we're gonna grab some coffee. So I'm leaning toward Placentia. So let's go. About to get off, or just got off Orangethorpe from the 57 South. Let's see, what, are we still online for Placentia? Yes, we are online. Hawaiian Gardens just went offline. So hopefully there's not too long of a line. We are at 19 miles left. Seems like a pretty busy day at the pump, not for hydrogen. We are the only hydrogen cars here, surprisingly. And, oh wow, online, $36 a kilogram. 19 miles. Let's put the car in park, turn it off, and open the fuel door. Here we go. So far looking good. $36 a kilogram at this True Zero station in Placentia. Frenemy because usually get the worst experiences here, but it's close by. Or I guess that's Stockholm syndrome, right? Anyway, put in our Toyota fuel card. It's gonna ask for our zip code soon. Let's open up the fuel door, take the dust cover off. Clean this out a little. This is the sensor, infrared I believe, but the sensor that helps communicate when the fueling system is full. All right, we're looking good. Let's connect the nozzle. All right, H70, here we go. And we are fueling. So far seamless, but it's gonna be quite expensive. All right, we are fueling at the station in Placentia. I've spent many hours here, unwanted hours, waiting in line, but today on Black Friday, we are looking good. There are no Black Friday sales on hydrogen. That'd be great, but Yeah, I guess a benefit of this station at least is that they have a lot of parking space or space. So I guess if you needed to wait in line, it's not too bad. But one thing I wanted to, it's pretty much stating the obvious, but like we just did today, I mean, it's great that we found a spot and we were able to fill up, but we came all the way from the Diamond Bar station down to Placentia. Um, you know, it's not a terribly far drive, but it's one of those things where, I mean, we're not in a rush to get anywhere, but assuming outside of all that stuff, if you had to fill up somewhere else and you probably, I mean, it depends on where you live, but if you had to fill up, you're probably adding an extra, probably an hour out of your day to go fill up, and that hour accounts for a one-way trip to the pump, which is probably, I would say, based on the general spacing of things, at least 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. I would say 20 minutes. So round trip is already 40 minutes. So the extra 20 minutes accounts for filling up, even though it technically only takes about 5 or so. It's very rare that you're the only one like us here, as many of you will vouch for, I'm sure. But just accounting for any lines, any technical issues, things like that, say 20 minutes. So you're looking at just about an hour. So an hour might not be the most conservative estimate, but about an hour. So if you add that, it doesn't happen every time. We don't commute using the car, but if you're doing that, just say once a month, that's 12 hours a year that you're more or less changing your plans. You're adding mileage to your car just to refuel. I mean, it comes with the territory. It's not you. I mean, I think when you buy the car, you understand the infrastructure, at least the basics. So it comes with the risk of buying such a beautiful, but this one not so practical car. But just something to keep in mind if you're considering buying a hydrogen car. I'm sure you've heard plenty about the infrastructure, but even if everything's working great, there are times certain stations are down and you're gonna have to just spend time and go to another one. So just something to think about. 12 hours a year, I think, is a rough estimate. I would say it happens maybe once a month at least for most people, from what I've been seeing. But another thing to consider. But let's see how the fueling has been going. Still fueling. We are at a whopping $140. It's $36 a kilogram at the air product station in Diamond Bar. It's $26.99, so $27 versus the $36, so $9 difference. Pretty wild per kilogram, which is a lot. Still fueling. At least the process has been great so far compared to others. Let's just see how the other side looks. It is working, which is great. Previous person, $145. So let's see. The other station seems to be working. And this one is out of service, and it looks like someone got really frustrated. All right, should be wrapped up by now. I still hear hissing. Nope, just ended. So $180, by far the most expensive we've ever had. Wild, almost $200 for 5 kilograms. And what do you get for that $180? Let's find out. Let's see how much range we got. Okay. Start up the car. Let's see what the most expensive abundant element gets us in range. 348 miles, which is great, but not great is the $180 price tag. And as I was mentioning earlier, if you needed to go to another station, yeah, it's gonna take some time out of your day if you need to account for a station being down or whatnot. But I think this brings up another point. Just filling up, and it's $180 at this Air Product station. It's $9 cheaper. It's $45 cheaper to fill up the same amount at an Air Product station, at least the one in Diamond Bar. So if you're commuting with this and you want to extend the fuel card range, it might be worthwhile to go to an Air Product station over a True Zero station. Yeah, because it's just cheaper. So it may not apply to every single Air Product station, at least in our area. It's relatively close. But another thing to factor in, the vast price differences in fuel. This is like almost like comparing Arco and Shell, but even more extreme. $9 difference. So $27 compared to the 36 at True Zero. But anyway, $180 for almost it's full tank, but we started at almost empty. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you on the next one.